Iran launched approximately 350 attack drones and missiles against Israel over the weekend. Of these, the vast majority were intercepted by combined forces that included Israel, the US, Britain, France, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia. This was in part possible due to Iran's unusual step of announcing the attacks days in advance. But despite 99% of the drones and missiles being intercepted or missing their targets, Tehran has hailed the attack as a success and announced the conclusion of the operation, all of which seems a little unusual. So what has actually happened here? Why did Iran attack Israel? And what happens next? Iran's attack was framed as a response to Israel's recent strike on the Iranian consulate in Syria, which killed a top Iranian general and other military commanders. Although Israel did not claim responsibility for the attack, some reports have suggested that the general killed was involved in planning Hamas's October 7th attack that killed 1,200 Israelis. Tehran appears to have felt compelled to respond to the Israeli strike on its consulate in Syria, likely to demonstrate its strength both domestically and regionally. Typically, Iran avoids direct military contact with Israel due to the latter's superior military capabilities, preferring instead to operate through proxies like Hamas and Hezbollah. Unusually in this instance, Iran chose to engage directly. But despite this, it appears Iran did not want to spark a wider conflict, perhaps explaining the advance warning of the attack, giving the US and allies time to prepare to shoot down the drones and missiles. This narrative also fits with the fact that while the attack appears to have achieved no objectives, Iranian leaders have called it a success and suspended the operation, all of which suggests the primary goal may have been to project strength. So what now? While the attack may seem a limited and coordinated theatre, some significant things have changed. Foremost, Iran has just engaged with Israel directly for the first time. As noted, Iran prefers to use proxy groups to conduct terrorist activities, such as the Houthis in the Red Sea, giving it plausible deniability and avoiding direct conflict with Israel's superior military. A direct attack involving 350 drones and missiles marks an escalation, and a significant one. Israel may feel the need to retaliate. In fact, Axios has reported that Israel's defense minister told the US defense secretary that they have to respond. This is despite reports that President Biden urged restraint. Also notable is the fact that Iran felt emboldened enough to conduct the attack at all, and represents both the United States' loosening grip on the region and Iran's increasing confidence in asserting itself. It also follows months of missile and drone attacks in the Red Sea that have more or less closed the Suez Canal to shipping. All this points to a deteriorating situation in the Middle East. At the same time, given the reported urging of restraint by Western leaders and the largely ineffectual nature of Tehran's attacks, war does not appear imminent. The US president is reported to have told the Israeli prime minister that the US would not support a retaliation or take part in any response. Together with Tehran's seeming reluctance to escalate the situation further, the pieces do not appear to be in place for an expansion of the conflict.